We're here in Berkshire at Sonning Golf Club for leg 2 of the Challenge Series. It's an 18-hole shootout this week, leaving the competition wide open to anyone in the field.
Welcome to Sonning Golf Club and the Clutch Pro Tour Classic. First on the tee, Mr. Robert Breyer.
Steve, great to have you. You're obviously used to longer events, 54-hole, 72-hole events. How's your mindset going into a one-day shootout?
Yeah, I mean, it's quite important to get off to a good start. There's a couple of drivable holes, which over 18 holes can obviously make quite a big difference to your day.
And it's your first Clutch Tour event, but you're obviously signed up for some of the Challenge Series. What would it mean to you to win some starts on the Challenge Tour?
Yeah, no, it'd be great. I haven't played Challenge Tour for a couple of years. I played 3 events at the start of the year, 3 Sunshine Tour. But yeah, it's always good to get out on the Challenge Tour and play some events. Probably going to go back to South Africa in August, September till Christmas and hopefully be able to come home.
Wouldn't want to hit one in here. The golf course has been manicured to absolute perfection by the green staff. What makes it interesting is the mix of par 4s. So there's 3 that you can drive that are 300 yards or less, but there's also 4 that are stretching up to 475 yards. So a real interesting test for the players here. First event as a pro today, How are you feeling?
Yeah, good. It was nice to get it underway. It was nice to play with Gary Boyd as well. He's a proper golfer. I had about an 18 foot on the first and had 12 foot coming back, and I was like, it's going to be one of those days, isn't it? But luckily, hold it and then sort of moved on.
Coming from amateur golf, obviously early on in your career, what would it mean to pick up some Challenge Tour starts?
Oh, it'd be unbelievable. Coming to play stuff like this, knowing you can get Challenge Tour starts if you play well, it's really good.
Gary, 1 under today. Not the best of starts though.
No, 3 over after 5 wasn't obviously what we planned this morning. So, but no, I fought back well. So my game's been in good shape the last couple of weeks. So it's nice to finish with a birdie as well. It's obviously not good enough for the win, but hopefully I'll get a decent finish.
Early on in the round, there's a lot of players under par. Now this golf course, you really have to build your score on the front 9. There's a lot of birdie chances. The back 9, very much a case of just hanging on to your score. Joe, coming up 18, you knew you had a good round going. How are you feeling over that last putt?
A little bit nervous considering I had a 15-foot putt for birdie, racing it 5 foot by, but I'm confident in them sort of putts. I've practiced it time and time again, so I was feeling fairly confident and it paid off.
And what would it mean to you to win the Challenge Tour starts?
It'd be unbelievable. It'd be great. It's where I eventually want to go, so the quicker the better.
We're deep into the action on the back 9 now, and the leaders are starting to separate themselves from the chasing pack. None more so than Harry Boyle. After his 8th birdie of the day, he's starting to separate himself from those in second. So, after an action-packed day, Harry Boyle's 6 under par, including 9 birdies, is enough for him to run away with the victory. Would you say this is the first time you've done an interview?
It is indeed, yeah.
Do you feel more uncomfortable doing this or trying to hole out on the last for the win?
Trying to hole out for the last on the win, because as you saw, I 3-jacked it, didn't I? Josh in my group was checking the scores and I was like 2 or 3 ahead. So obviously I just nobbled an iron down the middle. I hit a poor wedge shot and I was like, I've still got cushion, and obviously raced it by, but The second part was straight uphill, about 10 feet, and I mean, I wanted to hold it, but I knew I had a cushion, so it was ideal.
What would you say went particularly well for you out there with your game?
I was flagging it on the front nine, to be honest. I had tap-in birdies on 2 and 3. You tuck the pins away on a few of the shorter ones, so it was more get in position and try and stick it to about 10 feet and hold a few putts. So I putted quite well.
Congratulations on the victory, Harry.
Perfect, thank you. Appreciate it.
We'll see you at Thrillford Heath for leg 3 of the Challenge Series.